Hello there, rich kids. Do you know me? Forget that. Just remember channel. This is God of Football. You know, today I have at least two things to describe. That is Chelsea versus Tottenham preview. So it is basically on White Hart Lane on the game tonight at 1:40 a.m. in my very country, and you will watch your game on your very clock time. And beside that, I think total conference is something we need to break down. And he was asked about some positive cases of you know COVID. So I'm not allowed to speak about this, I think, on YouTube. So this is something we need to forget about. But he was asked that about Silva and Kante, and he said that if they are negative tested, they have to go through cardiac test, and later he had to see, and it will be 1 hour before the training. So which is good news for us. But I honestly think that they will start the game, which will be breakdown after a few minutes. Beside that, I honestly think that he was also asked about some transfer news, and the transfer news gossipness has been clearly was on Lucas Digne to bring back to Chelsea, and that was the case. But Aston Villa manager Steven Gerrard want him on the left wing back or left wing side, but that is the case. So I think we are not going to anytime soon you know was for the left wing back position, and he said that he is very happy with the squad we have, and that is the case. Then why we are lacking the right wing back and left wing back? But he is surely that I think Sorginidis was also linked to Chelsea. Beside that, I think he will not be downloading anytime soon on the Chelsea squad. But we need to keep eye on him because we know that Reece and Thiel will be out for at least next 2 months, and out of the season for respectively. So beside that, and he was also further asked about Billy Gilmore, the Chelsea loanee on Norwich. He has been injured and he will be at least out for 4 to 6 weeks maybe. So he will be heading back to Chelsea, and that was the case to be asked. And I think he also told that he doesn't have clear information and he need to do a test, and maybe he will give something more information about next conference after the. And we know that we have 2-0 advantage to the home side. That is last time when we met Tottenham. And the good news for us is that Son is not available for this game, and he has been injured. And Christian Romero, their first center, so is back, is also out, and he was seen on training. So let's see, he will not start this game. I honestly think that they need to, let's see what will they do. I think they will go back to back four or something like that. And we need to also have something last time, that is constantly go through the 4-2-2-2 formation, because we know that this is not all of Ralph Ragnick vertical way. This is our Tuchel, so it is not bad news for us. And we know that since we don't have left wing back and right wing back, so we need to constantly thrive this formation unless and until our wing back comes back. And I honestly think that we need to have someone alongside Lukaku, and I believe that we honestly need to keep faith on Kepa Arrizabalaga since Mendy is out for AFCON, and best of luck to him. Beside that, I think we need to have faith on him, not because only of the saves he make, not only on the command he अथवा yeah, so called. Do you understand that? Forget that. It is all about something he needs to thrive on. He clearly knows that there is a command needed on the back, and he does. He constantly talks to the player, and that is the key moment as well. And he is good at saving penalties, and which will be very useful for us maybe on upcoming games, because we never know what will you do on the Carabao Cup, because it may because we only have 2-0, and they may fight back as well. This is not a great lead, and we know that if it was 4-0 something like that, it was already game over, and we need to put some Kuban product on the squad list. But that is not the scenario, and that is not the case as well, because we know that Tottenham are also very dangerous on the counter, and the things should be considered like that, because Alonso is someone who is so slow on the pace. And I honestly think that Rudiger must start this game as well, because he is very pacey defender. And the thing is that we need to have and keep faith on the guys like that on the squad, not because of the thing they do, because of the trust we have on them. And maybe Tuchel is right that we do not need to look for the market this summer or this winter season, because after the season ends there will be someone available for the right prices, and we need to have the player available on the Chelsea caliber, not on the player that other team wants, not on the player that we want. maybe Jules Koundé is someone we are looking forward, and maybe Rudiger contract situation is something that we need to keep eye on. And Christian, same goes with Christensen, but we know that Thiago Silva has already signed the contract, so that is a good news for us. And I don't know what is Aspilicueta waiting for. He at least want 2 years contract, but Chelsea want to give at least 1 year and with an extension of further 1 more year. So that is the case. Beside that, my pretty lineup starts from here. So I would definitely go with Kepa Arrizabalaga on the goalie because we know that he is the number one right now or Chelsea squad. So that is the case, and Marcus Benitez as backup. That is very simple. But the I like to go with back four system, and starting with the left wing back. I honestly want to go with Alonso, a left back or simply left wing back. He is the guy, and I will definitely start Rudiger this top. No disrespect to Malangsar, who has been fabulous last top. I know that he need to keep play sign, but this is not the game he need to start. And we know that upcoming game City is someone we are looking for her, so they need to gel together. I will definitely go with Rudiger, and if Silva is fit, I'm not sure this position, but if Silva is fit, he need to start. Otherwise, Christensen is someone we need to keep eye on because he is too good at his position base and he is too good on his feet as well. So we need to have although he is not the guy with the muscle out or not badass like Rudiger, but we need to keep eye on. If Silva is fit, I am happy with Silva. But if it is not, then we at least need to keep eye on Christensen. No disrespect to Malangsar. I have already told it. But here is the case. Right back is someone that is we only have one. That is our captain Dave Aspilicueta. So he need to start as well. Double pivot. I will definitely go with Saul because we don't need any risk until the City game comes, and we never know that if Kante is fit to start as well because he has been isolated. So it means that he has not been on training regularly. But that is the same case with the Silva. But defending is someone he needs to have an eye on, and training session has to be there as well. So I honestly think that Saul alongside with Kovacic would be great fit of for us. If otherwise, Jorginho is also someone we need to keep eye on, but not sure that Jorginho is fully fit or not because he was heavily, you know, involved in the last when Kovacic and Kante were out. So he was, playing through the pain, and somehow Tuchel managed to get him a rest and give him a day off. So I honestly think that Saul and Kovacic is someone I'll keep eye on because Saul has been fabulous last time, and he was my man of the match container last time as well. No disrespect to Zayek, who has been fabulous as well. So I honestly think that right midfielder should be Zayek, and either it is Christian Pulisic or Callum Hudson on the right midfield side. Left midfield side, I'll definitely go with Zayek because he has been fabulous and he scored last time, and he was at least he need to have 3 assists in the last game against Chesterfield because he threw one wonderful through ball pass to Werner, but his finishing is someone we lack. But with the upfront, I would definitely go with Lukaku and Werner. Not sure Werner must start this game or not because, but I honestly think that he need to start the game because we know that Tottenham are chasing the game, and Antonio Conte will definitely say to press up high. So this will definitely leave the high defensive line and the space behind the defensive line, which we know that Werner can occupy, especially through the Werner making some behind the run or through constant up long balls. So that is the case. Then I honestly think that Zayek is someone he need to have eye on because Zayek can definitely find Werner or Lukaku on the far side, on the left hand side or right hand side, because we know that the vision of Zayek is better than the vision of Eagle. That is the case. Then we will definitely kill this game, and I honestly think that Lukaku need to put the performance up, and what he told last time may have been forgotten because on Chesterfield he could have hat trick, but he only managed to get one goal. That was the case, and he was substituted on 45 minutes, which definitely gives us vibes that he will definitely start this game, and that is the case. Then I honestly think that besides that, if Werner is not, if they go with a back four system, sorry, my bad, that if back five system, then I will definitely go with either Mason Mount or Kai Havertz because we know that Mason Mount have to be rested against Manchester City game as well. That is the case because we at least need to close the gap between City and Chelsea, and that is the case. That Liverpool is also someone we have to eye on. Although they don't have Mohamed Salah, Mane on the upcoming games, but we need to have eye on, and we need to at least close the gap between. Although the title is race is already over, and City have already pocketed this Premier title, but we never know that. At least if we manage to get at least 1-2 point gaps between them, that will be the great news for us, and that is something that board will have faith on. Tuchel. So if that is the case, tomorrow I think the predicted line will be 2 hours. So I honestly think that the goal score line will be again 2-0 to Chelsea. No disrespect. I think they will, or either it is 2-1 to Chelsea. We will manage to get the game and we will manage to get to the final on Wembley. Come on, you Blues, let's go. We will batter you, Tottenham.